And today we're cooking.
There's no pie, there's no pie, in my shepherd there's no pie. Hello everybody and welcome to this week's super excited episode of Carefree Cooking. Super excited today. We're going to attempt to make shepherd's pie. Shepherd's pie. Now, there's a lot going on here, you see. Now look, Pat, look, let's go look at the ingredients. This is the pie, this is right. So, this obviously first, mellow yellow, Leon Perrins, garlic, rosemary, bay leaf, onion, thyme, salt, pepper, and red wine, and lamb. There we go, there's the lamb. And then we got, and what we'll do, we'll get this, hang on, wait. Oh, he's got Rone, I'm going to put up with all that, is he? What do you? This is how we got the cheap lamb. You've got a sheepdog trial out there. Right, mellow yellow in there, mellow yellow. Right, it's straight in, onion in there, onions. And then of course we'll go straight bay leaf, no problem at all, couple of bay leaves, that's fine. And then we'll put some thyme. This is dry thyme. We'll put some thyme, that'll be all right. Thyme. We'll put some rosemary. I'll chop it up. I should have done this earlier. Right. Rosemary. And come here. Rosemary, pepper. Did I put the Worcester sauce in there yet? No. Worcester sauce. Leon Perrins Worcester sauce. Wonderful stuff. Leon Perrins Worcester sauce. Right, here we go. And then we get the lamb. Oh, you could smell that even without the pork in it. And then we'll get the lamb. I mean, not right. Lammy goes. In it goes. Now that's going to take a bit of time to cook down, as you can imagine. In it goes. Don't overload it. Right, in it goes. Right, what we'll do, and then we'll put some wine on there. Some wine. What is this? This is, there you go. That's what it is. We'll put that in there. Good slurp in there. Right, now that's that done. So we put the lid on that. Oh. That's happy. Now, mashed potato. Well, the mashed potato is here. Right, mashed potato is here. Let me show you. Right, so this is mashed potato. Well, it's not yet, obviously. And it's carrots and potatoes. So, what we're going to do, we're going to drain the water from the carrots and potatoes and put it into this here pot here. And then we're going to put the peas, the peas in there. And then we're going to strain that water into that pot and we're going to make the gravy to go over the whole lot. Does that make sense? Right. But I think it's going to go in there. Back in 5 minutes. Diddly-dee-dee-dee. Right, ready. Right, here we go then. Right, Pat, let's have a quick look in the pot. So there we are. There's the, that's the bottom. Let's put a bit of thingy just to make it a nice, rich, dark brown colour. We'll give that a whiz about. Look at this. Right, that's ready, okay? We'll put a bit of flour in that in a minute and then we'll put it in the bottom of our, right, so now, top bit. Right, so there we have here, mashed potato, Pat. Have a look. Well, it's not mashed potato yet. At the moment, we have in here carrots and potatoes. In there, we put, I'll do it, hang on. Parmesan. Right, that's just to give it an extra flavour. Right, parmesan ready. In. Egg yolks. In. Butter, where have I put it? Butter, hang on. Butter, in. Right. So there we are. So now that. There, I'm gonna mash up in a second. Right, that's gonna be right. So put that over there. Actually, I better stir it about a bit. Actually, we don't want the egg to. Right, so that. There we go. Right, so that's gonna be. Oh, you could smell that. You could smell it. Right, that's all gonna be mashed up in a minute. Right, so that goes over here. Now, I've just cut myself on the bacon on the man, industrial injury. Right, doesn't matter. In here, this is the stock. Right, so this is the water. That's it, you're done now. This is the water that the potatoes of that were cooked in. You got it? The potatoes and carrots. Right, so we're going to now add extra flavour. Okay, keep the thumb out of it. We're going to add, these are the peas. Put peas in there. Peas in there. Peas in there, peas in there. All right, very good. Peas in there. Then we add water, the same stock. To peas. We turn them on. Right, we turn them on. They boil, back in 1 minute, I'll go and get a plaster. Back in 1 minute, we'll finish the dish off. Back in a minute. Right, okay, everybody, right, here we are. This is the peas. Peas are done. You've all seen peas. Peas are up there. We'll get all they smell. Everyone likes the smell of peas. That goes up there. Right, so, before we go any further, no we won't, before we go any further, there's a little doggy dog down here. A little doggy dog. And she needs, without fail, some parmesan. Apparently it's in the handbook. She told me. Are you sure you're about to eat parmesan? There we go. Parmesan, 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 parmesan. Right. This week's joke. This week's joke via satellite communication. This week's joke via satellite communication. Let's see what we got this week, ladies and gentlemen. Right, a man. Right, no, that's not right. We decided that one. This man standing at a butcher's shop, and in comes a sheep with a basket in its mouth, you see. And he says to the butcher, I'd like half a pound of mince, 4 pork chops, and half a pound of sausages. And the butcher's looked down like that, certainly, sir. Right? Taking the bag, in the bag was the money, puts the food in there, puts the change back in there, gives it to the sheep. Sheep goes, thank you very much, takes it, and off he goes, you see. The butcher, intrigued, follows the sheep. And the sheep gets to a pelican crossing. He jumps up with his paw, with his front leg, pelican crossing straight across the road. Bus comes along, he jumps on the bus, still got the shopping, buys his ticket, off he goes home, you see. He comes off the bus, goes to his little house in the estate and his little bungalow. Opens the gate, the butcher's following him, opens the gate, goes up to the front door and headbutts the front door. See? Headbutts the front door. Then he headbutts the front door again. And then a gentleman opens the door, takes a bag and the sheep comes in. Must be the owner. The butcher runs up, knocks on the door and he says, and he goes, yes, can I help you? He said, that's an incredible sheep you got there. He said, no, it's bloody not. He said, that's the 3rd time this week it's lost its key. Right. 3rd time this week it's lost its key. You don't lose your key, do you? What are we doing now? Right, what are we doing? Right now. Right, I forgot my name now. Right, let's get this up to speed. Sorry, buddy. Right, let's get this up to speed, There we go. Right. So this is going to be the sauce. So first of all, it's going to be the gravy. Rapeseed oil. We're going to make a nice rich gravy. Pepper. No, that's not. That's jokes affecting my brain. Onion. Mushrooms. Worcester sauce. Lamb stock. Lamb stock. Gravy browning. What's this? Wine. Garlic. I was thinking about this morning, I think I got a bit carried away. And then, this is the stock that I think it was made in. We bung that in now. There we go. Right, everybody, that's it, it's all done. We'll let that cook. Oh, do you want to see this? Look, there we go, look. Right, that's it's all done. Back in 1 minute. Right, here we go then, everybody. Right, it's been in the oven for a bit longer, about 35 minutes. Right, here we go. Hang on, here it comes. Careful, Holly, careful, Daddy. Right. There's 5 people eating this. Always like always, I've made enough for 10 or 20. Right, and then we have the peas the peas and the gravy is the sauce and the sauce. Right. So let's dish it up, shall we? We'll put that over there. Okie dokie. We'll dish it up. Right, here we go then. Right. Put that there. Put that there. Pick it over here. Right. Here we go. A plate. Can you see all that, Pat? I'll get this out of the way. Right. So I'll put that over there. Right now. Right. Yeah, Pat. Look here. And then in there. Let's see what happens. Oh man! Right, there's that. Then there's that. I made that a bit like that. And then we'll put some peas on there. Peas on there. Peas on there. Peas on there. A few peas. A few peas. Everyone likes peas and a few peas. There we go. And then a bit of parsley. No, we won't. We'll put the gravy on first. Look at that rich, dark, lovely, rich gravy. I'll put that on there. I'll put that over here. And then parsley. I'll get it all over the plate. Don't matter. Oh, sorry, how? Right, now. And the finished dish. There we go. Right, time for taste. Here we are. We'll do it standing up. There you see, you've got your mashed potato underneath. Let's go. Well, someone's just arrived. That's the best we've done. What? Thank you everybody for taking the time for watching this week's super exciting episode. Well, look forward to seeing you all next Monday. Cheerio, bye. There's no pie. In my shepherd there's no pie. In my shepherd there's no pie. In my shepherd there's no pie. Oh, in my shepherd there's no pie.